You said again last week, you were saying when you put new music out, it was kind of the lowest you'd felt in another year.
Mm-hmm.
What's the hardest part for you to take that criticism? Because like you said, you're quick with it. You've got responses. You've lived in a place where you had people coming at you. Why is it so hard to put out something you love? It seems like you really put your heart into your work.
Yeah.
And so when you put that out, is that why the criticism hurts the most? Because you put so much heart and soul into your work?
Yes, because I put like a lot. I don't I'm not a lazy person.
Mm-hmm.
And I do understand my flaws. Well, it's not really my flaws because a lot of people will say something about my accent, right? But it's funny because my accent to some people might be my flaw, but it's also my superpower and what makes me unique. Some people will say that I have a Spanish accent, but I really don't really have a Spanish accent. I have a very unique accent. I talk very unique. When you try your best to like perfect your accent, perfect your flows, perfect everything. I always try to perfect everything that I'm doing at the time. I always trying to perfect it. Like even when I was a stripper, like it's like, okay, I'm a stripper, but I'm gonna be the best pole dancer in here. And I'm gonna fucking bust my ass, bust my knees, practice every day until I could be the best at it. That's the same with music. I'm gonna perfect it. That's the same with my marketing. I'm gonna perfect it. That's the same with my business. I'm gonna perfect it. I like to perfect things, and if it's not the best things, if I'm not the best at it, I could say that I tried to be, and I worked my ass off to be, and I didn't make it easy for myself. So when people just throw it in your face and then make other narratives on top of it with that, it's like, that is so mean. And it's also like different narratives of you. Like it's like, wow, you don't even know me. You don't even know me and you making all these stories, scenarios, all this over one song. Like for example, when I did this song and people didn't like this song, so many people was like, Cardi never deserved to be a rapper. They just made it so easy for her. And it's funny because it's like, this shit was not given to me. I worked my ass off for it and I planned it. Just like you see when I was a little girl, I used to plan everything. I planned every step, every single step. And I might even be inspirational to other artists coming up because for a long time, since I have such a big personality, people just felt like, she's funny, she's funny, she's funny. So it was really hard for labels to take me serious. And some labels were trying to fucking give me scraps to do a slavering record deal. And even when I was on TV and I thought that was gonna be my big break for like people to recognize me as an artist, it wasn't. I was doing good numbers on my mixtape. It wasn't enough. So the money that I was getting for partying and hostings, I took that money. I made my own concerts. And the best thing about it is that everything is documented. I did my own concerts. 500 to 400 people in New York, 800 people came out singing my songs. And I went to a label and I was like, this is why you need to sign me. It's not just fucking Instagram. It is real life. And the $15,000 that I used to get for hosting parties, I used it to rent cars, rent buses, rent venues, to perform my songs, to show these labels like, it's like, I'm the one. This shit ain't fake. This shit ain't a personality thing. This ain't a love and hip hop thing. This is what my music is doing. This is the people singing it. I'm doing all of that. And now being this far, after you plan everything, and people will tell you that you don't deserve it and you got it because of this, and that pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because everything that I did is documented. This shit wasn't given to me. I didn't open my legs for it neither. So that's the type of shit that be getting me angry. Like, it's like, don't tell me that I didn't put the fucking work in when I put the work in. There's days that I miss I miss birthdays. I miss birthdays. I miss family events. This shit has gotten in the way of like my personal relationships, marriage, and everything. Just for somebody to tell me, somebody that never did shit in their motherfucking life, to tell me that I don't deserve it. Get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what though? I also find that Instagram and TikTok or whatever platform it is, the comments that are negative are just loud.
Yeah.
Because you can literally go to someone's comment section and see negativity or whatever. But then, like you said, you go to an arena and everyone in the arena is screaming their name and singing their songs.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is this really weird thing that happens for the mind where you're watching your page or you're watching yourself on someone else's page and there's criticism, but then actually there's all these other people that love you. The negativity and the hate is just so loud.
And
people
loud.
say stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas the people that love you, they just press the heart, right? So it's always like that weird thing where I'm like, the mind just overvalues negative feedback and undervalues the positive feedback because the negative feedback is just so critical and loud and heavy. When you reflect on it and after you think about it for a week, do you think I want to prove them wrong? Or do you go, actually, who cares about them? Where do you end up after a week of reflecting on it?
Like last week, right? I was in tears. And I was telling myself, like, it's like, not only myself, I told this to my friend, actually. I was like, sometimes people say, don't let the devil win.
Mm.
But what happens if you let the devil win?
Mm.
Maybe I need to let the devil win so I can have a peace of mind. And then I'm like thinking to myself, like, why the fuck would I ever say let the devil win? Imagine praying to God on your knees every single night, asking God, God, please bless me with this. God, please give me that. God, please give me this. Please give me that. Please bless me with this. Please bless me with that. Just so you could, like, everything that God gave you, tell the devil, here, you can have it.
Mm.
Because he's sending, sometimes the devil sends evil in human forms and in human mouths and human's tongue just so you could tell the devil to have it. Like, imagine how God feels. Imagine God be like, all right, baby, all right, girl, here, have this. You wanted this, here's what you get. And then, it's like he's giving you something, and then you go to school and they be like, that's ugly. And that's something that you've been asking him for a long time, and now you don't like it because somebody told you that it's ugly.
Yeah, well said.
And it's like, how I almost let the devil win.
Mm.
And I was telling myself that, and like I said, I was telling it, but sometimes you gotta believe it from the heart, because your mind could tell you it, your mouth could say it, but you gotta believe it from the heart. This week though, I feel so much better and I feel so much confident, and I was like, I'm not gonna let the devil win.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, you know what? I was telling my team, like, it's like, you know what? I just need some days off. And it's like, how the are you gonna take some days off when your team been planning all of these things that you had to do for your album rollout because of these people that are spewing things that the devil wants you to think of yourself? I almost let this motherfucker win.
Don't let the devil win.
Because how you think God feel? How you think God feel, Cardi? Gave you all this shit you've been asking for forever just so you could say that. That really pissed me off about myself, because I can't believe I said that.